Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Stanley Cup Playoffs live here on the Twitch TV network. My name is Colin Spence. I'll be joined alongside Megan Fitzpatrick here shortly in the EA studio. We are live on Twitch TV, Flow Hockey, and we've now posted all of our videos on YouTube. We do have a YouTube network, and I'm going to drop that for you right now. So on YouTube, you're already listening to this because the stream is posted there, but it's the NHL Live on EA. That is the YouTube channel that you can catch all this playoff hockey on. It's the first round. It's always the most fun. It's always the most fun of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Besides the finals, in my opinion, there's hockey every day. You never know really what's going to happen. And that is the biggest part of playoff hockey. You never really know what kind of matchup you're going to get, but we do know what kind of matchup the Washington Capitals are going to bring to the Columbus Blue Jackets. And I bring in Megan with me. Megan, it's been a little bit since you've been in the studio as we've been conducting a little bit of other analysts coming in. But Megan, welcome back. How you feeling today? Second day of the Stanley Cup playoffs. How we looking? How we feeling? What kind of stuff did you do this morning to prepare yourself for an afternoon of hockey?
It's so good to be back. I am so pumped. This morning I was just digging through a ton of game tape, watched some of the Capitals' last few regular season games, especially their power play setups, and honestly, I think they're just hitting their stride at the right time. So I'm feeling really ready to dive into this matchup and break down what the Blue Jackets are going to have to do to keep up. What about you? What's your big storyline for today?
Well, I'm just so excited to see Alexander Ovechkin back into the playoffs. Him and Crosby in the playoffs is just fantastic. Now, Washington does have a hard task on their hands today. They're in Columbus. Columbus winning the Metro. We both picked Columbus in... you picked Columbus in 7. I went with Washington in 7. So, interesting little picks there. Talk about Columbus's preparation before this game. And just remember, Megan, they do not have Johnny Gaudreau. You made that mistake last podcast, and we weren't able to air that. So, game 1, round number 1, Columbus back in the Stanley Cup playoffs since forever. What do they have to do to contain Washington coming out on the road and starting strong?
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you caught that. So for Columbus, without Gaudreau, they really need to lean on their defensive structure. I think they've been solid, especially with their neutral zone play. They need to disrupt Washington's speed right off the rush, because we know Ovechkin's going to be just a tank in front of the net. And, if Columbus can capitalize on some quick transitions, that's their best shot. So it's really all about discipline, and I think they just need to keep it tight early so they don't let Washington build momentum.
Building momentum is something that the Capitals do. And the one thing that the Washington Capitals have had this year is momentum because of Alexander Ovechkin. About 40 years old. He is the Rocket Richard winner, hands down. He scored 70 tucks this year. 7-0, Megan. 70 apples. He's going to be an absolute menace in this postseason.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Ovi is just a force of nature. And honestly, at this point, I think he's playing with a kind of freedom you just don't see often at his age. If he gets even a half step on a defender, he's going to bury it. So Columbus has to be so sharp, especially in that back check. If they let him get going, it could get ugly in a hurry. So yeah, all eyes on Ovi. He's a story.
I agree with you, Megan. I really do think that it is going to be a battle out there between both teams. If you're the Columbus Blue Jackets, who do you start in net?
Yeah, that's a big decision, right? I mean, Elvis Merzlikins has been solid all season, especially with his quick lateral movement, but he's also had some inconsistency. I think, honestly, you roll with him for game 1. You trust the experience, and if he stumbles, you pivot to Daniil Tarasov later. But yeah, Merzlikins for sure to start this one.
Well, it's actually Jet Graves, not Tarasov. He went to Florida at the trade deadline. And then obviously for the Washington Capitals, you have Logan Thompson and Charlie Lindgren, 2 really good netminders all season for the Capitals. Who do you start?
That's right. Good catch. Yeah, so with Graves in the mix now, that definitely shifts the balance. For Washington, I think you still go with Logan Thompson. He's been so solid, especially in high-pressure games. He handles the puck really well, and he's got that calm presence. But I'll say if the game gets tight, it wouldn't surprise me if they give Charlie Lindgren a look, just because he's got that grit. So lean Thompson to start, but keep an eye on Lindgren just in case.
All right, Megan, it's that time of the show where we do our pregame picks, and I know you love them. Our pregame picks are brought to you by Kia. Get in now at kia.ca for their springtime offer. So, Megan, who is winning game number one? Who's taking game number one? And what's the final score?
All right, I'm sticky with my gut here. I'm taking Columbus in a tight one. I think it's going to be 3-2 Blue Jackets, maybe an overtime thriller. Ovi gets one, but I think Columbus pulls it off. What about you? What's your call?
I love the call of Ovi getting one. I think Columbus does take game one. I think it's a 3-1 win over the Capitals, and I think Zach Werenski has one of the best games of his life as a Blue Jacket. Just with that crowd rocking, they've been craving playoff hockey in Columbus. They're the number one seeded team. I just think they're going to come out guns a-blazing tonight.
Oh, I love that pick. Yeah, the crowd is going to be absolutely electric, and Werenski is due for a signature moment. I mean, if he steps up on the power play, this could be a real statement game. So, yeah, I'm all in on Columbus, and I cannot wait for puck drop.
Megan, who do you have scoring the game winner not who do you have scoring the game winner? We'll actually do, you know what, we'll make it interesting. We will do what we did with the Winnipeg Jets series and the Columbus Blue Jackets series. We will do the players to watch. So who is your player to watch for the Washington Capitals tonight?
Ooh, I love that. Okay, for the Capitals, I'm going to go with Dylan Strome. I think he's been flying under the radar a bit, but he's so good in the faceoff circle, and his vision is awesome. If he can set up Ovi or get on the board himself, that's going to be a huge X factor for Washington. So, yeah, keep an eye on Strome tonight.
Okay, and then who is your player to watch for the Columbus Blue Jackets?
For Columbus, I'm going to go with Kirill Marchenko. I mean, he's been such a spark plug all season, and especially with Gaudreau and out, he's got a chance to step up on that top line. If he can create some space, get a couple of shots through, he could be the guy who breaks the game open for them. So he's my player to watch.
Alrighty, those are the players to watch for both teams. Megan has got her picks in. I've got my picks in for the game. So let's see who comes to play tonight. Will it be the Jackets? Will it be Washington? Let's find out next as we take you down to Columbus, where Ovechkin is in the building.
I don't think that I deserve it. I'm hurting because you play these games. Tell me why you do this. I'm fuming. Oh, please just give it thing. Tell me why you're trying. I wasn't gonna tell him that.
official ready to drop the puck. There's a little extra buzz in the air as we are underway here in this playoff tip. And now he tries to get it across to Strome. He grabs the puck here at the point. And now it's grabbed by Werenski. And here's the pass to Severson. Intercepted at center by Roy. Carrying the puck deep inside his own end. Dished on over to Marchenko. Here's a short pass to Voronkov. Handles the puck at the point. Cuts up with a stop. There's the whistle. Let's get the call from the officials. Voronkov's going off for interference.
Well, this is going to be an interference call. I've done this so many times in my career, James, but you can't slow your opponent when they don't have the puck. All day long, get to the box.
Washington sending their power play unit out for the first time tonight.
But there's no better way to break the ice than to put it in the net on the power play in your first opportunity. Wouldn't it be nice to get the first goal of the game on the PP?
Heinen's lugging the puck, and they get that puck down the ice. Moves the puck across to Chychrun. Big time hit that had some hot sauce on it.
It certainly did, James. I mean, it was thunderous. You can see the whole bench light up with that hit. It's timely, and it also generates a ton of momentum for his team.
Trying to get something going here with this man advantage as they start from their own end. Takes a shot, and there's a blocker stop by Freeze. Great use of the body to knock him off the puck. Moves it quickly over to Roy.
There's always competition between the first and second unit on a power play, and the first unit's not going to like that they didn't capitalize. The second's going to try and come out and finish. As we look at that hit, you can certainly see the adrenaline running through his body on that one. I mean, he elicited all of his power into that hit there, James. But I really like the timing of it. You want to make sure that you're dictating tempo and pace right from the onset of the game. That's how you do it.
Columbus wins the draw. From the point, looks to make something happen. Quick pass across to Ovechkin. Washington's ready to go on the attack. Here's a chance to the middle. Oh, he comes up with a stop.
Pretty Swiss attack on that last save. A prime-time example that he is in it to win it right now. I mean, that's a high-danger, grade A chance that he's able to keep out of the net.
Monahan's ready for the draws. They will continue to try to kill off this penalty. Off the face-off and take the puck. Across the line and on the attack. The Capitals will play it from the defensive zone. And sends it just out of reach. There's the whistle, icing the call. Big face-off looming. They'll get set to drop the puck as this power play continues. Coyle's won the draw and they're on the attack.
The coach and team reminding each other that this is a critical face-off. Anytime you've got your opponent on their heels after an icing, you have to find a way to have urgency in attack.
Lots of time left in this period. We've still got zeros on the board.
Voronkov up and ready to get back on the ice.
The Capitals fail to capitalize on the man advantage. Both sides back to even strength.
Now there's players on the bench that would kill for that opportunity. Just no urgency whatsoever from that power play unit and didn't generate any momentum.
Avoids the poke check and maintains possession. Great defensive effort breaking up the pass. And he gives it over to Wilson. Takes the feed at center and moves forward. Columbus takes possession along the wall. Now a quick pass to Coyle. Sends a pass over. Here's a shot. Good stop by Thompson. Play whistle, dead penalty coming up. And coach is looking for an explanation here from the official.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting the refs here because he wants to know why his team's being penalized does more often and is clearly having a factor in the game.
The Capitals once again send out their power play unit.
Well, James, if they can work that puck up high, when you're quarterbacking that power play, you can have eyes on either side. You can see the lanes to net, you can drive the puck, or you can pass for a one-timer off the side.
Solid hit on the play, and that knocks the puck off his stick. Good clearing attempt to breathe. Tries to get this man advantage going from their own end now. Strom's carrying it ahead. Avoids the poke check. Big time stop there.
Well, he was dialed in to make the save with his mask, James, but I don't know how dialed in he's going to be now. He might be a little fuzzy.
Slips a pass in front, and he denies that great opportunity there. Johnson's recognizing they're still short-handed here as they get ready for the face-off. Offense is on face-off, and he wins the draw. Can't keep a hold of it as he's jostled off the puck. Picked up by Manichuk. Puck cleared from the defensive end. Washington's got the puck. Tries to feed it over to Wilson. The Blue Jackets have the puck now. Puts it in deep. Washington's got it behind the net. Handles the pass. And now he moves it to Leonard. Pass in front. The shot scores! There it is, a power play goal.
Now your opponent's chasing the game. When you get the first goal of a playoff series, you're starting it off sending a clear message that you want it. Well, the team will take the lead after that power play goal, and the coaches smile behind the bench. I think he gave a little bit of a fist bump there as well, just recognizing the efforts of the unit.
The Capitals draw first blood here in period number 1.
Now, it's been a bit of a scrappy play going back and forth here, James, but they get up by 1, and you've got to wonder if it now opens the game up.
Moves it to Christensen, and he moves it up to Olivier. Icing is the call. We'll get a face-up at the other end.
Protas has been generating offense from all areas of the ice, James. The reason why he has that point streak going and everyone relying on him right now.
More than half the period has gone by. Hope you're enjoying this one. They take possession as he locks him up off the face-off. Dishes it to Marchment. Shot! And that goes off course off a body. The Capitals gain the zone. Good battle along the boards for the puck. Columbus gains a hold of it. Taken along the wall by Christensen. And now he passes up to Favreau. Puck moved over to Leeson. Reads the play and forces the turnover. Washington's got a hold of the puck now. And he easily stops that one. Angles it over to Garland. Washington's got the puck. Sordas crossed the line and is on the attack now. Turned aside with a glove by Greaves.
I'd say he has some fast twitch muscle fiber in there because I'm telling you, he makes that save. I thought that was going in, but he just reacts and keeps it out of the net.
Sends it out front. And he couldn't handle the pass as he takes the bump in front. And he passes it up ahead to Wilson. Receives the pass. Takes the puck behind the net. And another call against the home team, and these fans I think they've had enough.
They've had enough, and they're booing at the officials. And for the players, this is so frustrating. You try and kind of get the temperature of the way the official's going to call the game, and real tough to read when you get 3 in a row like that.
Washington's got another opportunity here on the man advantage.
They've already scored on the power play tonight, James, and if it ain't broke, you don't fix it. The coach has got them all ready to go, fired up. They've worked endlessly on this setup, and man, is it working tonight.
Picked off by Favreau. Picking up steam in the offensive zone. Glove save, and he made it There's the whistle as the puck is frozen up. Can they capitalize on this power play? Here comes the face-off. Washington's won the draw. Feeds it to Dubois. And he can't hang on after that hit. Columbus has it near the wall. Puck scooped up by Christensen. Takes the feed. Washington's looking to break out. Quick pass to Strome. Great on-ice vision to bat that down. Gets it out of his own end. Retrieves the puck, trying to kickstart this power play. Forces the turnover. The Capitals gain control of the puck. Here they come. The Blue Jackets get a hold of the puck in the open ice. And there it is, stopped by Thompson.
Well, a nice save by the goaltender, and even better is that he redirects the puck to the corner to safety.
Passes it over. Quick shot. Takes the feed. The Blue Jackets have it now. Trying to come up with a huge defensive play to get this puck out of his own end. Works it across to Liljegren. With possession along the wall. Here's a chance. Big time stuff by Greaves.
He does a great job of having sound positional play based on where the...
Oh, wow, what a finish on the one-timer.
It always amazes me, James, because we know where this puck is going, right in his wheelhouse. Everyone knows where this puck is going, but he still converts on it. Amazing shot. This is a fabulous goal, but I love that the interception leads to it here, James. You got to see the ice in layers, and that's exactly what happens. He knows when to attack to get the interception, but he doesn't just stick around. He moves the puck, gets involved in the play, and he's going to get a helper on it. After that last goal, the coach is showing his displeasure with his team. He's just not happy with the effort and the details at this moment.
Washington's on a mission tonight. Now up by 2 here still in the first.
Well, they've really controlled the puck, and in fact, they've dominated throughout the first 20 minutes of the game, James. They've had their opponent chasing, and when they chase, they put the puck to the net. They've had great shooting opportunities, and they've taken them.
Puck is grabbed here at center ice by Voronkov. Rips it along the wall. Stops the rocket of a shot. There's the buzzer. 20 minutes in the books. Second period just around the corner.
Access to upcoming press conferences, practices, or even a locker room tour. Membership is free. What are you waiting for?
Hello, everybody. Welcome inside the EA Studios here. My name is Colin Spence, and welcome to the first intermission report brought to you by Sportsnet. Stream every game of the Stanley Cup playoffs on sportsnet.ca and on your local TV provider. Well, 2-0 Washington. Shots are 11-7 for the Capitals, and I may say 1 for 3 on the power play. Columbus, they got to stay out of the penalty box, man. Like, they just gave Washington all that momentum. The crowd was into it at the start of the game. Columbus came out hitting. They came out hard. Puck was in Washington's zone. I mean, I don't know. You just take stupid penalties after stupid penalties, and it gives Washington that extra man, gives them that puck possession down in your end. I don't know. You need to be better. You need to be more disciplined. Rick Bowness will definitely say that to his team inside intermission, but I don't know. Just tough period for the Columbus Blue Jackets on home ice. Maybe the nerves and the pressure got to them. But great period for the Capitals. Connor McMichael and Protas get the goals for Washington. Connor McMichael's on the power play. Protas just after the power play expires for the Capitals to take a 2-0 lead here in game number 1. Lots of hockey left. Columbus stay out of the box and try to get more traffic in front of Logan Thompson, who has looked sharp when he needed to be. Jet Graves, a starter that I didn't think would get the start here tonight over Elvis Merzlikins. But Graves has been hot. and Bones goes with him. Probably can't really blame him on the first 2 goals, but we'll see if he can bounce back and shut the door, because you can't go down by 3 to this Washington Capitals team. If you're Washington, stay on the gas. Keep it up. Draw Columbus into penalties. The inexperience of the Blue Jackets showing here in game number 1. Try to take advantage of that in period number 2. 20 minutes down. 40 minutes to go in regulation here in game number 1 of round number 1 in Columbus. James Zavelski and Cheryl Pounder will send it back down to you guys for the second period.
Both teams back on the ice. They're lined up, and period number 2 is about ready to go. The second stanza is underway as the puck is dropped. Let's go. Let's get the talented Cheryl Pounder back into this one. What do you make of the first 20 minutes of action?
Columbus needs to make some adjustments to their game here in the second period, James. I mean, their pass execution needs to be on. They have to be connected tighter and closer to the puck at all times, because I'm telling you what, they've had nowhere to move it, and instead they're moving it to their opponent. Too many turnovers.
Lots of time left in this period. Washington's got some breathing room as they lead it 2-0. And there's a little help from your friends right there from off the wing, coming up with the puck. Puck grab by Wilson. Columbus looks to get things going now with the puck. Looks like we got a penalty coming up here. Here's a shot. Blocked, although that might be a save.
Well, that is a save, James. I don't think the goaltender would have gotten to position in time. He's able to take it away.
Wilson's going off for a pair for cross-checking.
The cross-checking is the call here, and that's going to be the Pounder special. Anytime you move your hands away from your body and you get your opponent, you know it's going to be called every single time.
The Blue Jackets get their man advantage unit out there for the first time tonight.
Well, with their first power play of the game, you don't have to worry about getting in. It's already in there, but you do have to worry about winning the face-off, the most critical piece to possessing the puck. Once they get that possession, they can get the setup and the options that they want.
Quick feed to Johnson. Oh, he stopped that one on the one-timer. Johnson's looking to win this draw on this man advantage here. McMichael's won a big draw on their own end. And the puck sails into the bench, forcing a stoppage of play. McMichael's side still short-handed here as they slide in for the face-off. Good heads-up play to sneak in there on the tie-up and come up with the puck. Puck moved back to center, forcing them to regroup. Columbus takes hold of the puck. Here's a short pass to Johnson. Oh, we'll get some tired defenders as icing is the call. Special teams so important. Can they capitalize on this power play here with a face-off? The Blue Jackets come up with the defensive zone draw.
That's a huge draw by the center, James, coming off an icing. You know you need a change. You got to find a way to win that and get out of your zone.
Long reach breaks up the momentum. They'll want to clear the zone here while they're trying to kill off this penalty. Hammers the shot. Thompson's going to cover up for a whistle. He hasn't been busy, Cheryl. Maybe this is just a way for his name to get called.
It might be, but I also like that he's getting a puck touch here, right? It's a safe play. He's covering up, allowing the line change to happen, take a little bit of a breather. But because he hasn't been busy, I don't mind that he's engaging by just jumping on the puck.
Trying to clear the puck from his own end. And the puck is cleared.
Now you can see the entire PK unit. Their heads are on the swivel, straight line skating, and they're able to get that puck. And because they're looking and aware, they're able to find the white ice and get it 200 feet down.
There's back-to-back saves.
He does a great job being such a position here. Otherwise, he's not going to be able to make that second save, James. But it's pure athleticism that gets the job done.
Here's the pass. Trying to shake the defender. What a step on the breakaway.
Wilson's almost back on the ice.
Washington's killed the penalty.
That power play wasn't very good, James. Just really slow and methodical. An easy read for the PK unit. You got to fight to find something in the middle ice and get some shots on net.
Puck picked up by Provorov. Gains the zone And pokes the puck loose inside the offensive end. Can't get it to go. The Capitals gain possession along the wall. Trying to engage a little physicality here. Drills them. Columbus moves ahead with the puck. Long lead pass into the open ice. Shot! Oh, what a great glove save on the play! And that's just out of reach. They've got numbers here. Drives it to the crease. And the puck stopper hangs on to get a breather here for the team.
Reeves' last save shows his incredible agility and his ability to move freely within his crease. I mean, he's got the power push. He's got the positioning to be able to make that save.
Plenty of playing time left in this frame. Washington's got a 2-0 lead. Six by the check. And that's blocked in traffic. Lugs the puck back into the neutral zone. Tries to get it to Leeson. Puck dumped in. The Blue Jackets have it behind the net. Slides it over with pace to Heinen. Puck sent down the ice. We'll get an icing. Washington's been rewarded for their high activity in the offensive zone with lots of shots, and they lead it here in the second. And they win the defensive zone faceoff. From the left side, they enter the offensive zone. Washington's looking to break out of their own end. And he takes the dish. And now he angles it across to Leeson. Moves it in front. And that's stopped. Takes a wrist shot. Didn't get all of it, but just got enough of it with the trapper. There's the whistle. Let's see what the referee saw. The Capitals will now be undermanned with a cross-checking penalty.
You got to keep your hands down, and when you don't, you're going to get the cross-checking call all day long.
The Blue Jackets send their men advantage here tonight once more.
Well, they haven't scored on the power play yet, man. It is a tough thing to do, and this is an earned opportunity. They practice, they know what they're doing. It'll come.
Columbus looks to attack. Steps into the offensive end. Columbus has it against the half wall. Here's a blast! Thompson's going to hang on for a whistle. Kelly's on the face-off dot, ready to win this draw on the man advantage. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. And the puck clears the zone. Werenski's got in the offensive end. Washington's penalty killer's got a hold of it. An attempt to clear the puck from deep inside his own end. Leonard's looking to make something happen here in the corner. From their own end, trying to kickstart this power play. And he slides it quickly to Werenski. The Capitals will kill off a few extra seconds now. Puck moved back to the neutral zone. Picked up along the wall by Ovechkin. Blocked aside. And he makes that save as well.
On the sequence of saves, I love how strong he is in his set positioning here, James. You can see that he gets square to the shooter, and that makes the second save easier.
The Capitals get a hold of the puck undermanned. And they'll get it out of the defensive end. And that banks off a stick. Columbus looks to break out in their own end. Moves the puck to Marchenko. Dishes it off. Glove save by the goalie.
Everything is exasperated in the playoffs, right? It's bigger, it's grander, and every single play matters. So when you listen to hits like that, it sends a message, and it pulses throughout your entire team.
Just here in the late stages of this frame, and it's a 2-0 hockey game. Off the draw, and a nice job locking up his opponent. Puts it on net, and he comes up with it. There's the whistle. We get a face-off after the goalie covers up. The Capitals continue to put lots of pucks on net here, and they lead it late in the second. McMichael's gained possession and has great work inside the face-off circle. Pays off again. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. And that slides right out to center ice. He's got it behind the cage. Now he slides it up to Heinen. Slides the puck over. Scooped up along the wall by Jenner. What a steal in his own end.
The Capitals are doing a great job of anticipating the play, and that's why the puck is on their stick. They're intercepting pucks all game long. They've got to make good on them. They've got to transfer, head north, and start cashing in.
Fabro's taking it from his own end. And he's pulled over to the ice and loses the puck. Fires it on net, and he makes the save with ease. Grease hits, and one last save. 40 minutes to play in the books. Both teams will get one last chance to catch their breath, and then it's on to period number 3 next.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the EA Studios. My name is Colin Spence. Hello, and welcome inside the studio. As we are 2 periods down in this series, we have one more regulation period to go in game number 1 between the Washington Capitals and the Columbus Blue Jackets. Now, guys, listen, I'm by far no expert in the hockey department. I am not an NHL hockey player. But if I'm Columbus, I have home ice, it's game number 1 of the playoffs, you're all piss vinegar ready to go, and then you pull out that. The first period is riddled with penalties. Got to get away from the penalties. So, they get away from the penalties, they get a couple of power plays to even out the playing field, like you would normally expect a hockey game to go, in the way that the game swindles and shifts and turns. And yeah, Washington had quite a bit of power plays, so now it's Columbus's turn to get a bit of power play time. Well, they do nothing with it. Like, I don't know. They do nothing with their power plays. And, you know, a couple of one-timing shots from Monahan is good, but it's not great. Like, you gotta get after them. Put pucks on net. Battle for every position of ice. Be a better playoff hockey team than what you are in the first 2 periods. I'm not sure really what is going on in that dressing room. I'm not sure if Rick Bowness is talking to his team or not. That's something that we would have to try to figure out. I bring in Megan. Megan, quickly here, as we don't have a lot of time during the Discover Intermission Report, brought to you by Discover, the official credit card of the NHL. Columbus is down by 2 to the Capitals here in game number 1. Capitals are 1 for 3 on their power plays. Columbus is 0 for 2 on their power play. Columbus is just getting outworked on home ice. How do the Blue Jackets find a way in this 3rd period to bounce back?
Yeah, it's crunch time for them. Yeah, it's all about staying disciplined and keeping their composure. I mean, Columbus has to clean up those defensive breakdowns. No more odd man rushes, no more sloppy penalties. And on the power play, they just need a calm, crisp setup. Get that puck moving, use the crowd, and just simplify. If they can get one early in the period, we might have a whole different game in the 3rd.
And if you're the Capitals, what do you do here in the 3rd? Do you just wet blanket them and a kind of chokehold them, or do you go for more goals?
Yeah, I think the Capitals have to be really smart here. I mean, obviously you don't want to just sit back and let Columbus back in, but you also can't get greedy. If they keep it tight, keep the puck in the neutral zone, and just limit those breakdowns, they should be fine. I think they need to focus on controlling the pace, not giving up any easy chances, and just take it shift by shift.
There you go, folks. Take it shift by shift. 3rd period. James Cybulski, Cheryl Pounder. Take it away, guys.
The final frame of regulation has arrived. It's period number 3, and it's about to go down. 3rd period action is now underway. Let's go. Okay, we played 2/3 of this one here tonight. What do you make of what you've seen in this one?
The Blue Jackets need to find a way to own the puck, James. There's way too many turnovers in this one, and they haven't found a way to generate offense. They need to support the puck carrier, and they need to generate some offense.
The Capitals ready to go on the attack. Dismiss that chance. And another stop.
I'm not sure if anyone's helping him out there, but he's dialed in and doing it all himself, making consecutive saves.
Washington's got possession of the puck. And Exploring options here inside the defensive zone. And called for the offside. We'll get a face-off.
Greaves has had a really effective night here, James. I mean, the stops have come in waves, right? And anytime you're under siege, you make the save, and then it can be quiet a little bit, and you got to come up with a timely one. I think he's been very effective. He's been dialed in, and you can certainly tell that his balance and positioning is on point.
We're still in the early stages of this period. 2-0 is where we sit. The Capitals take possession after that neutral zone face-off. And he loses possession of the puck after trying to make one too many moves.
Roy's known for his creativity, and he tries one too many moves there, and he loses the puck.
Intercepted at center by Dubois. That knocks him off the puck. Columbus has possession of the puck. On the slot, wrist shot, and he comes up with the glove save.
Listen, Jane, the shooter's in the slot. This is as high danger as it can get, and he challenges. He's set, ready to go in great position, and makes the save as a result.
The Blue Jackets looking against the half wall. Blocked, and he may have just stopped the goal.
I think he did, James. I mean, you got to protect the house, especially when it's a great threat shot like that, and he finds a way to get in front of that and quick.
The Capitals get a hold of the puck along the boards. From the right wing, he moves it to the middle and makes the routine save. Sends the pass over. Gains the zone. Here's the pass. And that caroms off one of his teammates in front. Slides it diagonally to McMichael. Tries to get the puck over to Beauvillier. Good use of the body on the play. The Capitals pick up the puck here in the neutral zone. Puck clears the zone, and they'll be forced to regroup. Grabbed along the board by Monahan. The Blue Jackets carried along the wall. Oh, what a kick save! Tremendous athleticism on the play.
These are the small space skills that some of these athletes have nowadays. They work on it continuously in practice, but to maintain possession while you're being jostled and shoved around, it's incredible to see the hand-eye coordination and the balance in this sequence to take it to the net.
Fires into the offensive zone. Picked up along the boards by Christensen. Across the line from center. Shot! Denies the slapper! Pushes it across to Beauvillier. He got all of that hit. Paints it over! Columbus gains a hold of it. Fabro's got the puck in his own zone. Moves it on over to Christensen. Columbus plays it along the wing. And that's intercepted by Kemp.
The Capitals are in a tight game. They got to start making good on all those interceptions where they've been in great spots and finding ways to get the puck. Doing a great job defensively, but they've got to convert. Washington staring down a shutout late in the game. You know they're going to do the best to protect their goaltender to ensure that they get it. But at the end of the day, it's about bragging rights. Listen, the other team isn't able to score. They're not able. To penetrate the inside of the ice and cash in, you're feeling it, you love it, and you're going to share it.
Columbus is set to go back to work on the power play.
As the power play unit steps out on the ice, they've got to reset mentally here, James, and just get rid of all the other opportunities that they've had and forget about them, because the time is the present right now, and they've got to make good on this one.
Up along the wall on the right side and into the attacking area. Greaves is on the bench. The extra attacker's out. The Capitals gain control of the puck.
Thompson's really impressed me tonight, James. Just look at that last sequence and that desperation save. Unbelievable. I mean, when it's required to be calm and poised, he's got quiet feet. But when he needs to move and make a desperation play, he does it.
Lead pass ahead. Stopped by the goaltender. We'll get a face-off after the puck stays covered up. Timeout called. Both teams heading to their benches to listen to what their coaches have to say here. Leonard's ready for the draw as they continue to be shorthanded here. face-off deep inside the offensive zone. Oh, gets a blocker on it, but a stop by Thompson. Columbus will play it near the point. Hammers it on the one-timer. Denied that one. Trying to end this siege. And that's blocked at the line and kept in.
This is frustrating for the PK unit. No question about it. This has got to get down the ice, James. You work so hard to get it. You got to find a way to get it 200 feet and kill some valuable time.
And he's going to pounce on it for the whistle and get a stoppage in play and much needed at that.
Can't overstate how timely and important that this cover is, James. When you're on your heels and you're chasing the game, you need a reset button. Goaltender allows it to happen.
Taken by Werenski. And now it's grabbed by Monahan. Here's a centering pass. And he wants to backtrack here in the play. And a great save. All sorts of drama here in their own end. Down a player right now, Cheryl.
Under pressure, they've got to clear the puck.
And they move the puck out of harm's way. The Blue Jackets scoop it up along the boards. Washington's back to even strength.
It's a tough one when it's a tight game and you get a call, but the PK unit comes out here and they deliver, James, and you have to have the ability to embrace the pressure, and they did just that.
Here in the late goings of the period, and it's a comfortable 2-0 lead we're looking at right now. Columbus takes possession off the faceoff. Redirected off a stick. Battle along the wall. Ovechkin stick handling in his own zone. Feeds the puck across to Strome. A shot to the empty net. Puck scooped up by Van Riemsdyk. And he serves it across to Wilson. Passes over to Strome. And that's intercepted by Fantilli. Oh, and it misses the net. Columbus has the puck. Moves it to Johnson. The Capitals look to start the transition game. And a good use of the body to knock the puck loose. Coming to the front of the net. Scores! And that's his first career playoff goal, and he'll take it.
You will, James, because the playoffs is just a different beast. It's not regular season anymore. You want to be an impact player. You want to make a difference, and he does tonight. I could watch this play over and over and over again, James, because his will and compete level here. He's showing truculence. He lays the hit, and what he does is he separates his opponent from the puck. Now his team can get possession of it. They can get going the other way. They can start to create, and the goal is a result.
Center's gliding up to the face-off dots here. Columbus wins it. Slides the puck to Garland. He says, let's get physical on that play. There's a shot. Oh, he needed to make that save with time winding down. That's all she wrote from this one. An impressive team effort as they take the first one and draw the proverbial first blood in the series, Cheryl.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they would have drawn it up, James. You want to make sure that you're the one that establishes the play and pace of the game right off the top, and you want to set the tone. Well, they did that, and now their opponent's squeezing their sticks a little tight.
She's Cheryl Pounder. I'm James Cebulski. The playoffs roll on to the next broadcast, and we know we will see you right then and there. Join us then. See ya.